Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel of Government Lohia College Churu. I am Dr. Sunita Meena. Today we are going to discuss second chapter of the Poetics by Aristotle. Earlier we have discussed first chapter in which Aristotle talks about the medium of imitation, and he says that epic poetry and tragedy, also comedy and dithyrambic poetry, and the music of the flute and the lyre are all on their in their general conception modes of imitation. However, they differ from one another in three respects: in respect of the medium, in respect of the objects of imitation, and in respect of the manner or mode of imitation. He says that in all these arts taken as a whole, the imitation is produced by the means of or the medium of rhythm, language, or harmony, either singly or combined. Now, in the second chapter, he talks about the objects of imitation and the difference between tragedy and comedy. Aristotle states that the objects of imitation in poetry are men in action. These men are either of a higher or a lower type. This means that a poet may represent man either as better than in real life, or as worse than in real life, or as they actually are in real life. This applies to painting also. For instance, Polygnotus, the famous artist, painted men as nobler than they actually are. Poussin, another artist, painted men as less noble than they actually are. And Dionysius drew men as they actually are in real life. When the medium of imitation is language, Aristotle states that when the medium of imitation is language, whether in prose or in verse, the same kind of thing happens. He gives an example of Homer. Homer was the famous poet. He wrote Iliad and Odyssey. Uh, Homer, for example, represents man as better than they actually are. Cleophon represents them as they actually are, while Hegemon, the Thessian, the inventor of parodies, represents them as worse than they actually are. It is this distinction which separates tragedy from comedy. Aristotle states that comedy aims at representing men as worse than they actually are. On the contrary, tragedy aims at representing them as better than they are in actual life. In the third chapter of Poetics, Aristotle talks about the manner of imitation. The manner of imitation, according to Aristotle, can be narration or direct representation. The medium, states that the poet may imitate either by narration or by direct representation. Homer employs the narrative method as distinguished from the other method, which brings all the characters before us on the stage. There are then these three differences which distinguish artistic imitation. Artistic imitation can be distinguished on the basis of three differences. First, the medium of imitation. Second, the objects of imitation. And third, the manner of imitation. This means that from one point of view, Sophocles is an imitator of the same kind as Homer because both imitate higher types of character. From another point of view, Sophocles is an imitator of the same kind as Aristophanes because both imitate persons acting and doing before our very eyes. Aristotle states that the name of drama is given to those poems which represents actions and deeds before us on the stage. Thanks a lot.